Hola, Gringas y Gringos. Welcome to Gringos Are Us.
Expats with a plan.
In today's video, we're going to show you our very first night going into Centro Histórico in Queretaro.
Two of our subscribers invited us to meet them in Centro, and you'll see it coming up next.
Welcome back. Well, our very first full weekend here, we were invited to meet up in historic Central Queretaro.
Yes.
We went out to dinner and we strolled about.
And we're going to show it all to you, and we took a good job of getting footage of it all and decided that we were going to a restaurant called
Maruca
Cocina, I think it was.
But something like that.
The food was good and the service was even better. And fortunately, she spoke English.
She did. They were here doing a kind of a community tour.
Sort of scoping out, sort of the same thing we're doing it, but doing it on a very condensed.
Very small scale. I mean,
Right.
They were in San Miguel de Allende shortly after that. But on that tour, the tour guides were none other than Liz and Romy from My Place at Queretaro.
Yes, they were.
They just keep popping up. And they recommended Maruca as a good place to eat.
And as usual, their recommendation was spot on.
Mm-hmm. So we went into Maruca. Our server was English speaking.
Yes.
Thank you. And one of the first things I saw on the menu that I wanted
Was Mezcal.
Mezcal.
Ay,
With
ay,
sal de
ay.
gusano and the orange slices. I haven't had Mezcal since my last trip to Mexico.
Video above. You can see how she responded to that one. But the food was to die for.
I ordered an appetizer, which no one else took part in, but it was basically jalapeno poppers is what it was. It was jalapenos stuffed with something that I can't recall at the moment and wrapped in bacon. It was divine.
Yep. Then they brought you a Mezcal.
A Mezcal.
And I got the beef and cooked rare, and they actually cooked it rare.
It was seared on the outside.
Mooing on the inside.
Yep. Tell me how that is for you.
Outstanding.
Is it nice and rare?
It is. I had to make the final kill at the plate.
Look at that. It's seared, and that's about it.
That's about it.
Is it warm in the middle?
No, it's cool.
Woo!
They did it right.
Okay, guys, I'm already one mezcal into the dinner, but I'm going to tell you.
No shit.
But I'm going to tell you about these jalapenos. This is like the Mexican version of a jalapeno popper, and it is absolutely divine. So here we go.
I don't know what that sauce is on top, but it's keeper.
There's almost a slight smokiness happening here, and there's a crunch on the top. The jalapenos are not too hot. Very good. Now, the shrimp, on the other hand, apparently has this pepper. It's really expensive, as we were told.
Grown only in Hidalgo.
Grown only in Hidalgo. And so here it is. This spicy shrimp something with this pepper that I cannot remember what it's called, and I'm so sorry. I'll put it on the video. I'm sure I will, but it's hot. muy caliente. But there's lime, limon, very tart. It almost has a ceviche flavor, like a really spicy ceviche. Absolutely delicious. I got some kind of shrimp. It was really, really good. But the interesting thing about this shrimp is that the chili pepper that is used is only available in Hidalgo.
Yes, they grow it in Hidalgo, and this restaurant has a source in Hidalgo that gets them at a discount.
And she kind of warned me that it was muy caliente, and I'm like, oh, psh, I'm going to have some of that.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time till you hit something that ain't going to be it's going to be ay caramba.
I know, but then I had another mezcal.
See that footage coming up right now. Yes.
Now, I'm about to hit mezcal number 2.
She is now signing off. You will not be seen again.
Buenas noches.
They did
Hey, honey. Hey, honey. I'm feeling good.
No shit. The mezcal be kicking her butt.
No, it's not kicking my butt. It's massaging it.
Now I know we're done.
But the food, the service, and the company was outstanding. So we had a great time. Then we...
No room for dessert.
No. Well, you got your dessert later, and that's coming up.
Yeah.
But then we took out and strolled around El Centro for a little bit and got to show you some of the sights. Then came across about 3 or 4 of the different jardines and squares. And one that we're going to show you some footage of. You got Barney dancing.
So we get into Centro, where the big gazebo is. The Centro, El Centro, what?
I haven't learned all the names of them yet.
But it's the big gazebo. I'm always stealing this. Sorry, Maddie Gold. El Centro de Centro. And in that area, they had music playing and people dancing. And it wasn't like it was performers, just people dancing. There were couples. One couple was amazing to watch. And there was an old man with probably his granddaughter. I mean, it was just a lot of fun. And of course, an inflatable dinosaur costume person dancing with someone.
Told you Barney was there dancing.
It was a lot of fun. And not too far, just over a fountain, there was some people dressed up with some clown makeup on their face, entertaining children. There were food vendors. There were tiendas. There were people who had their things on the ground selling their wares.
Some walking through the crowd, offering their wares. And it really was, it was interesting to see because you had young, old couples, people on dates, married couples out with the kids and the grandkids, and the entire family was out. And they were all having a great time. And there was never a point where either one of us felt like there wasn't the robot running around going, "Danger, Will Robinson, danger, Will."
We were safe. We weren't nobody was being pushy, selling items to us.
Nope.
It was just a lot of families out having a good time with each other. It was crowded, but it wasn't unbearable.
No.
I mean, and it was just so fun to see.
And
the atmosphere was nice.
It may get a little crowded here because they're setting up for Christmas and they're doing all the decorations, and you would see different jardines in different stages. The Christmas tree's up, but they're now doing the decorations, and some of the walkways have got the decorations up, but they've still got the lights being added to them. So it's in various stages all through Centro as to how close they are to being ready for the holiday season. And I got a feeling it's going to be close here. So. And
then I think it was called the Chocolate Factory. I'm not sure. But I did go inside and I did get a chocolate-filled churro. And it was the bomb.
Oh my gosh,
We went
it's
to
so
the
funny.
chocolate
We tease our one
factory
friend
and got a
that he's got to buy a
chocolate-covered
blonde wig because his wife Debbie is just so
filled with
in love
chocolate.
her. It's like, have the blonde wig tonight, Jim?
Oh my God.
Good stuff.
What if God was one of us?
I wish the guy was up here with the
Do you need a
pastries.
cigar now? And a scotch?
I need a scotch and a cigar, baby.
A nap?
I need a scotch, cigar, and a nap. Rinse, wash, rinse, repeat.
And then we started getting thirsty.
Absolutely.
Because Gina needed some more mezcal.
And Mark needed a baño.
So we found a little hole in the wall, literally,
Yep.
bar. It's a small little place. And it was 2 floors. On the upper floor, they had someone singing and performing to the people down below.
We were the only 4 gringos in the place.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was
Oh, yeah.
full of locals having a blast. I mean, they were cheering the singers on exuberantly, and sometimes they were singing in with the songs and chipping in and
Yeah.
singing in English, singing in Spanish. It just,
depended on the song.
yep, they were just having a great time.
And they had a 2-for-1 mezcalita special.
Yeah,
So Gina got 2 more mezcal.
yeah. But, the altitude here, it gives it a little bit more of a kick. So
Maybe,
And
but I'm always been a lightweight.
it
so-
doesn't take much. we stuck around till 10:30, 11 o'clock, and by then, basically, they had started rolling up Centro.
Yeah. Now, we did take an Uber in.
Mm-hmm.
We are in Zakia. Our Uber was quick to pick us up, and we caught a different Uber to come back.
Yep.
In both cases, we had indicated we were paying in cash. We did not have any of them cancel on us, which was good, but we do know that that does happen sometimes. Overall, round trip, it cost us about 400 pesos for that ride,
Yeah.
or those rides.
Yeah. Both in and
that's-
out.
that's
It was about
reasonable.
400 total.
I mean, that's
so
what is that, about $10 each way?
yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, that's very reasonable for a 20-minute ride.
And we could enjoy ourselves without having to worry about
Right.
driving back.
And
So
Gina could have all the mezcal that she wants.
yeah, and I could do what I wanted to do without having to worry about driving.
That's right.
So
That's right. See? We had such a good time spending time with them. And it really was our first weekend out. We had been here about 5.5 days, and we really hadn't left the area. We had gone grocery shopping. That's about it. So it was really nice to actually get into Centro Histórico and really see the true heart of Queretaro.
well, and we were having to deal with the whole lack of internet. Then we're having to deal with getting the INM and all of that. So it was really nice, sort of after that first hectic week, to be able to let loose a little bit and have some fun. And Cheryl and Ray were holding you to it. We're looking forward to seeing you coming down and visiting us next year. So
Yes. Of course, I had to give up our healthcare insurance when I left my job to move down here. So we didn't have any coverage. And you really do not want to be without coverage. And traveler's insurance was entirely too expensive for the amount of time that we're going to be here. So a good alternative to that is Nomad insurance
Yes.
through Safety Wing. It does cost about the same, maybe a little less than regular insurance, but it's coverage that will cover you worldwide, everywhere except for your home country, in the increments that you choose. It could be as little as a few days, as long as 1 year. They do base it on your age, so your mileage will vary based on the price that you pay. But it was a good deal for what we found for us.
or is it based on your mileage?
It could be based on your mileage.
I mean, the miles
which could
that you
also
put
be your
on.
age.
Yeah, I mean,
But if you're considering looking for medical insurance, which we needed before we got here, because we just hadn't had time to really sit down with a broker yet, which is our intention eventually.
Yeah.
But just to get us
peace of
acclimated,
mind and,
right.
and allow us to have 6 months without having one more thing that suddenly feels like, oh, we got to get this done now. So
we got the Nomad insurance through Safety Wing. If you're interested in something like that, please consider using our link below as our referral.
God, that list is getting long down there. We also are firm believers and have been customers for a long time of the complete Mexico relocation guide.
For sure. We used it before we even became an affiliate. We were using it.
Yep, and that's how we got our car insurance. That's how we found our facilitator down here.
We got tips on driving, tips on using your residency card
Yes.
to travel back and forth to the United States.
There's all sorts of informative, well, I guess if it's information, it should be informative.
It is.
But it's up to date
It's very much up to date, which is what's important.
And you get access to exclusive Facebook interviews, which Bertie says could be somebody you know coming soon. And also, she is very good about making sure that once you are a member, you're still going to get
Yes.
updated information that's available to you.
It's a lifetime membership, one fee.
One fee.
Consider joining using our link below as a referral. We do get a little bit of kickback on that. None of our referral links cost you anything more in money.
Nope.
They're just a little bit of thrown our way for directing you to those places. So please consider using our referrals if you're interested in any of those services. That is our video about our first night.
Hope you enjoyed the tour.
Yeah, Centro Histórico. It was so fun.
And if you got any entertainment or information out of this, please make sure to give us the thumbs up and share. And as always, subscribe if you haven't already. We'd love to have you as a subscriber.
And ring the bell.
That way you get notified of all content when it gets dropped.
Thank you so much for all your comments. We really appreciate the time that you spent with us.
Yes.
But we very much also appreciate your feedback and your comments.
Yeah, and
we
taking the
read
time
every
to-
one of them.
Yep, guarantee you we do. So, because I respond to them. So, yes, we appreciate all those, and it means a lot to hear from all of you. So
that is it for this video. We hope that you enjoyed it. We're glad that you spent your time with us. Remember, we are Gringos are us.
expats with a plan.
We are doing it.
You can too.
Hasta la próxima vez.
Adios.